Gotta hope the mic's not picking that up. There's a lawnmower losing its mind outside. What's going on, everybody? We're back with another video. This one's going to be a little different than normal. It's not going to be basically me talking while I play a game. I just wanted to give my opinion on Diablo 4. And as I'm someone who's fairly new to the action RPG genre, if I had recorded this a couple of days ago, it would have been a much different conversation. But this is literally the day after the patch. It would have been a lot more positive because I was having a lot of fun with the game. A lot of fun. I actually put a ton of hours into it, even though I haven't recorded much. Video footage that you're seeing now is just, I think it was from about a week ago, because that's when I was originally going to talk about, what I liked about the game, what I didn't like about the game, things new players should, and by new players I mean people who have never played that type of game. Because there's a lot of videos I've seen online, or even streamers that have never even looked at a Diablo game. One that comes to mind was Natalie Gold, which she's a reactor that I watch on YouTube, and she owns the game, and it just seems kind of out of place for someone like her. She doesn't seem like that type of gamer. But before I get too sidetracked, before the patch, I was having a really good time. As far as I picked Druid, who's, from what I understand, notoriously hard to level, a little tough to deal with. I guess by end game they got a lot better. I did like the variety you could have, because there was the werebear, there was the werewolf. You had a couple of different storm types. You had the earth type. I went with more of a earth / tornado build, which was really fun. I have, for the most part, what you're seeing right now is the build ended up. With that being said, though, I honestly, and I hate to say this because I loved that game for about a month. I was playing it for about 4 weeks. This morning when I logged on to it and started playing, I just felt like, oh, man, I hate doing this, because I loved the game so much. I played it so much. I think I had 80 something hours into it over the course of 4 weeks. I logged on, my attacks were probably half of what they were hitting for before. I was taking damage like I've never seen, and I'm talking 24 hours ago. It was a different experience. Yeah, so it's unfortunate that Blizzard decided they're essentially killing the game, because I was all set to play the season starting tomorrow. I was going to make a new guy. I was going to make a sorcerer, because that seemed pretty far away from where primarily I was melee as the druid. And I wanted something different, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that. It's unfortunate, too, because I had all these things where I was going to talk about, things brand new players should think about, things that came up that I had never heard about, even in any of the videos that I watched. And it's just unfortunate that they decided to take that route. Now, knowing Blizzard, they will probably turn around and fix it, but then again, knowing Blizzard, they might not, so it's kind of a toss-up as far as what they'll actually do. I don't know. I'm hoping they actually fix it. Man, this would have 100% been a completely different commentary on the game. Literally 2 days ago, I had not really a real script written. I have more talking points, but that I just threw that in the trash. It's not the same game. It's so unfortunate, because I was having fun in the nightmare dungeons. I was having fun, just doing any dungeon, just doing any of the content. Trio Whispers I liked. The Hell Tides were okay. They weren't too bad. The stuff you were getting at the end when you opened up the chest wasn't really that great. And I had just started Tier 4 on Monday, so the stuff I was getting gear-wise was phenomenal. I just couldn't believe it. Today, while I played, I think I played a couple hours. I did one nightmare dungeon, which had the worst thing in it. It was like this earth crystal thing that would follow you around and explode. So that sucked. That would have sucked before the patch. and it would just keep, when it caught up to you, it would just cause damage. So it was a pretty bad effect. And I died 3 times, and they only let you... Actually, no, I died 4 times. I was on my last revive, and I finally killed the boss. And I thought it was just going to be a waste of time. But I don't think I would have been in that same situation as far as... Even with the crystal there, like 2 days ago. Just the feel of the character, the feel of the game, it felt very slow. Everything seemed to take forever to do. Things that were killing me, I was just blown away by what was happening. And when I looked at the patch notes, some of that stuff doesn't translate. Like, you'll read it on paper, but you don't necessarily take in what a, 25% reduction in damage reduction will do. So, like, you don't see that until you're actually playing the game. Like, you don't notice that stuff. And my guy was, he was a little on the squishy side for the most part, but I was able to survive a lot of stuff. Like, I would go into a room full of people, and yes, it would be difficult. Is different than punishing, and it would be difficult. You would feel like you were accomplishing something, whereas this morning when I played, it just had that feeling like you were just getting punched in the face. Like in real life. It's so disappointing, because I was so psyched for tomorrow. I had it all set. I had like what build I was gonna kind of go with for sorcerer, and I was all ready to go for season 1. But now, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I logged into WoW afterwards. I hadn't played WoW that much within that time period, like the 4 weeks I was playing Diablo. But I logged into WoW and kind of forgot how to play it a little bit because I was used to using a controller. Yeah, so I don't really have too much else to say. Just I hope they fix it. I know on Friday they have some chat. I think they called it I don't know what the hell they called it, a campfire. I don't know. I could be misquoting that, but I hope they fix it. I hope they go back to making it less punishing, because yeah, I spent my money, but that's the last Diablo game. Like, if it stays like that, like, that'd be the last Diablo game I ever play. It was the first and only one that I'll ever consistently play, and no one's gonna buy the game anymore. So they've lost a revenue stream and potential customers, which is probably the worst decision they could have made. I don't know. I try not to be negative about that stuff, just because I don't understand necessarily how game development works, but what I really don't understand is their thought process and why they would make all these changes to a game that 2 days ago I thought was amazing. Obviously there were some things that I wish they had fixed, but they're just basic stuff that you would see, and you would think during this patch they would fix it, but they actually just made everything worse. But we'll see what happens. If you see any more videos, Diablo videos pop up, you'll know that I kept playing it. But as of right now, I might be done playing Diablo, so I don't know. I'm like so disappointed. I don't know if you can tell in my voice, but I'm like super disappointed and slightly defeated. Want to throw a like on this video, subscribe, throw a comment down there. We're gonna have a further discussion about this. There's tons of videos already today about this, so hopefully you like the game. If you do, that's great. If you're okay with the changes, that's awesome. Like, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you. But I don't know, it's gonna be rough. So with that, I'm gonna go eat a sandwich. Hopefully you're still playing or you're enjoying it. But like, comment, subscribe. I know I've already said that, but whatever. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.